Hi, I'm Will. This is my buddy Luke. We are working on a tank shooter game that's going to be a web GL build when we finish. And last time we were able to shoot an enemy turret. We shot it and it flashed white, kind of letting us know I got damaged. And so now we're going to make it
Explode. Explode.
if you will. Are you ready, Luke? You feeling it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You seem like you're feeling it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm feeling that you're feeling it.
Mm,
If you're
okay.
feeling that feeling.
Strange. But I'll work with that.
Good.
So what are we doing, huh?
Well,
We going back into the turret
we need to make it
thing?
go boom. Yeah. So
Okay.
so right now our bullets are fully detecting the object, right? So that works and we know it. So what do you
So
think?
is health next?
Let's do boom on first hit. And then we'll
Ah.
increase health. What do you think? Or do you want to just
No,
go for
no.
broke and do both?
I mean, I just thought health next would be like a couple lines of code, but I could be very wrong.
Nah, you're
So
probably right. Now let's do health next.
okay.
Okay. I'm sold.
So
We need a float in our script. To
cool.
start, we're gonna create health, and we can create a float up here. I would recommend making it public so we can see it in the inspector. And let's set it to something like let's do 5. That's perfect. Hey, look
Really
at you
good.
casting with the F. I'm impressed.
I remembered.
So now we're gonna have to decrement it somewhere when we hit our object.
So we want to do, if got hit, we want to do flash, and then do we want to make another function inside of this if got hit thing, or do we want to just write it here?
I'm all about keeping my update function as clean as possible. So I would say,
Okay.
put it in its own.
So damage. Does that sound
Sounds great.
okay?
You go all the way down, and we will create a new function there. And call it public void, and then damage. And then you can just say health minus equals 1.
Ta-da. And then do we need to do?
Let's just see that work. Let's save it, and then we'll head over to Unity and see if it's doing what we want it to do. The more often that you can stop, go to Unity, and test it, the more smooth things go.
Okay.
When you bite off more than you can chew, it gets difficult to troubleshoot it.
So we got health down here. So
I see that.
So we'll just watch it while we boop. Well, where? Stop that.
Hey,
It is decrementing.
awesome.
It's weird that this blinks. But okay, cool.
Yeah,
That's git bash.
great. So now it's working. We want to figure out a spot somewhere to say to what to do when you're dead. So this is just damage, and it might be best to create a new function that we can call dead.
So would we do like a public bool to check if it's at 0?
Yeah, it depends. If you did a bool,
Or would we just
that
do
means
it like
that you're putting a function, you're putting a variable in update, because you're going to have to return the value to your update function. And it looks like your update function just has void functions right now. It's just, so I would,
what's that?
there you go. Okay. Hey, look at you getting all saucy with me. I love it.
Just saying. I think that's a variable, ain't it?
No, it's,
Or would we?
but yeah, okay, I like it.
What? What do you mean it's not a variable?
It's not getting assigned to a variable. Then it is returning a bool. You're right, though. We don't need variables. Okay, cool. Let's do it. So we will go down to the bottom. And
Okay.
we're going to do what you said. Public bool. Dead, I guess.
Or would
This is perfect.
What if we instead like put it in the damage function and said like if health is less than or equal to 0, then call this new function.
Sounds great.
I think that'd be clean enough, right?
Okay. Let's do it.
If
Mm-hmm.
health
Yeah.
less than or equal to
Yeah, that was right.
less.
No.
Oh yeah, it was actually.
Yeah. It's perfect.
0.
That's it. Open and close your brace. And then we'll call our dead
Okay.
function.
Dead. Okay.
Cool. Now we can do public void dead.
Cool.
All right, we need 2 things out of here. What do you think we need? Big picture stuff. Not 2 lines of code, but big picture.
We need it to explode, as previously aforementioned.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm using that word correctly.
You are.
And then we need to go bye-bye.
That's it. Perfect. So let's do the explosion first. We
Cool.
want to head way up to the top, and we're going to create, just like we've done with our muzzle flash in the tank, we're going to do a public capital P particle system with a capital S for, so there you go. Cool. And then we can call this Big Boom. And then end it with semicolon. That's it. Okay. So we'll save it, head over to Unity, and we're going to apply an explosion particle system to it.
Okay.
If you go to the project tab, it's in the bottom in your center.
Yeah.
There you go. And we can just search. Do you see that search bar? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Type in explosive. Cool. I want explosive smoke big. Do you remember how to make these into a list with that little slider? Go all the way to the other direction. All the way to the left. There you go.
Explosive smoke big.
Yes, let's do that one.
We're just going to drag that into here.
You got it.
Okay.
Cool. So now we have it. So let's create it. We're going to need a timer. Yeah, we're going to need a timer. So
Okay.
we're going to need a coroutine in our function to do this. Because we'll need to...
I don't like coroutines. They confuse me.
I know. As do me. But we're okay with it.
I think that's how that...
If you go way down to the bottom, and we're going to do... Let's start with... Hey, you know what? Do we have a kill timer in here? Did we create one?
Yeah. This thing.
No, actual function called kill timer.
No, we don't, because it doesn't shoot yet.
We might need it. Just like we did in...
I mean, we'll need it eventually anyways, right?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's set a kill timer.
Okay.
So we're going to do... let's wrap it. I like having a wrapper for these. So public void kill timer. And we're going to open the parentheses and put arguments inside of it. And let's put a game object in there. Capital G game object. And then OBJ.
I'll never get that right because there's 2 of them and I have no idea. I still have no idea which one's used where, but
we're not quite done. At the end of game object, we need to hit space and then put OBJ. So we're declaring that our class type is game object.
What it receives as a function has to be a game object, and we're naming that variable object for use inside this function.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So now we're going to start our coroutine. So capital S start, capital C coroutine. Perfect. Open parentheses. Argument we're going to put in as a new function, and that one's going to be maybe kill timer routine. It'll be fine. And then open and close parentheses again and put OBJ inside of there. There you go. And we'll close it up.
Okay.
We'll start.
And then void kill timer.
Super close.
Not a void?
No, it's IE numerator.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. Perfect. You were on a roll. Keep going.
And we're doing OBJ in here, right? Because we...
Yeah, it is. Sorry. But we need to call that class type of game object.
Again,
Capital.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
because we're declaring the function here. There you go. Cool. We don't have to do that when we're calling it. Great. So now we're taking obj and we only want to do two things in here. We want to wait and then we want to kill. And so let's wait. So we'll do yield return new capital W wait 4 seconds. You got it right there. And we'll open a parentheses and see how long we want to wait for. Let's do this. Let's say 5 seconds for this one. Unless if you wanted to have let's just do 5 seconds. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll close it up.
So what are we waiting on? Is this like the time in between when it dies and when it's fully exploded?
This would be, so we're going to take the particle system and put it inside of this timer. And so what it's going to do is when the health equals 0, the explosion is going to happen, which takes a little bit of time. It's going to, envelop into a cloud of something, a little smoke's going to build up, and then that's going to dissipate down. And when it's invisible and the player can't see it anymore, we need to remove it from the screen so that way, or remove it from the game so that way it doesn't keep stacking up in our hierarchy.
Okay.
And what we're doing here is we're waiting between, explosion poof and then it dissipating before we kill it.
Okay. Got it.
Great. And then now we'll add a new line and we'll do capital D destroy obj. So, I'm sorry, we're going to open up parentheses. It's a function that is in mono behavior. There you go. Sweet. That's it.
Okay.
You did great. I'm proud of you. So now in our dead function, we're going to make
we need to make explode and then we do kill timer, right?
Yeah. So we'll do, you know what I want to do? Actually, let's go up to the top, your big boom. Let's rename it to big boom prefab.
Okay.
Sorry, capital P prefab. There you go. So that lets us know that we're taking something from the, something from the system that's already exists, and then we're copying it. We're creating a new one just for the sake of this.
Okay.
Yeah, for the sake of this turret. So we're going to go on line 90, and we're going to say capital P particle system, and we'll say big boom. Actually, we're not going to do prefab, just big boom. Or we can say my big boom if we wanted to. But the idea is to differentiate this variable from the variable that we set up above. So equals capital I instantiate. There you go, open parentheses. And then it wants to know 3 things. So what are we instantiating? This is where we put our big boom prefab. And then the next thing is where are we instantiating it? So we can say this dot game object, or this dot transform dot position. And then the third thing is the orientation. So we can just say, actually I think it defaults to quaternion identity. So we can remove your parentheses, and I think that would be enough.
Okay.
And then we can close it up, and at the end we can write as particle system, just to cast it. Shouldn't have to, but just in case. Cool. So now what we'll do is we'll take we are going to call our kill timer function, and we're going to put my big boom inside of it.
This only gets rid of the big boom though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do we want to get rid of the tower as well, don't we?
We do. Yeah. Let's test this out first, make sure this is working, and then we'll head back. Because you're right, it's going to do that. I think I've already thought of something that it's going to do. Yeah, before we do it, we have errors anyways. Cannot convert unity vector 3. So that's line 90. Let's check that one out
92.
first. Cannot convert. Let's. Can you go into it? let's hit a comma. Let's do yeah. After that, we'll do comma space capital Q quaternion dot lowercase I identity. Yeah, let's save that. See if it likes it now. Okay, cool. So it's happy now. All right, 92 cannot convert particle system to game object. Okay, let's head back to the script, see what that's barking about. 92. Oh, that's right. So at the end of M dot lowercase g game object.
Gotcha.
Cool.
That makes more sense.
The particle system is actually a component in the inspector. Now let's hit play because I think this is going to be fun, but I think we're going to receive an error of some sorts. Oh yeah, okay. If you notice there, if you click on the turret, yeah, when we renamed Big Boom Prefab, it went away.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's find it.
So we just searched for explosive, and then it was with the smoke. I thought is kind of cool. Yeah, there you go. I think you'll like it.
Sure. Yeah.
And that one came from the asset that we.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Burn.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wait, hold on. Can you stop for a second? Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. So the thing I was afraid of is that it was going to keep making prefabs. But it only checks this at the moment of a hit. So that would be totally fine. So now what we should do is prevent this from happening. So we should set while it's exploding, we should set a variable that prevents more explosions from being created. So let's trap it, kind of like a gateway. Like we allow it to open and then we close it up. So in dead, can we scroll up a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, where it says health is less than or equal to 0, then we call dead. We only want to call dead once. So right after that, it's perfect. Hit space. Nope, sorry.
Can we just change this to equals to 0?
I think it's safer to have it less than or equal to 0. I see what you're doing. I think that idea is clever. If later on something happens, something really stupid happens. For instance, let's say we introduce a new rocket, and in the rocket we want it to really hit hard. So rather than minusing 1, that one minuses by 5. We bypass 0. You see what I mean? And now it's like I never got there.
Totally.
So this just kind of protects it. So after the 0, let's add in a space and 2 ampersands. And we're going to say not. So, I'm sorry, exclamation mark. Not equals, just not, just bang, I'm dead. Yeah,
so
another way to word this is if you get rid of, no parentheses. Yeah, we're going to go up to the tippy top.
We're going to make a new variable that's a Boolean, not a new function.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, there you go. Cool. And now we'll want to make sure that this variable is true when we either right there or in our dead function, either way, but somewhere where we immediately say dead is true. And it will never call this again. Great. Oh, you're right. I'm dead. It's true. So the exclamation mark that I had to do in 83, you could just say I'm dead equals true or equals false is the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that. You just didn't know whether it was going to be another function that returns a bool. I got you.
Yes.
So what do you think? You like that method?
No, yeah, that's
With the variable?
super duper easy and simple.
So the only thing I'm thinking of is that it's going to take 5 seconds for it's still going to exist, and I don't like that. For those 5 seconds, the turret's still going to exist. So we can make it invisible while that's happening.
Okay. Also, the flashing, we should probably prevent from happening.
Yeah, that's great. I love it. Let's do that too.
Right, because otherwise it's making it look like it's still alive if you're still getting
Yeah.
response from your hits.
Yeah, and we can do that with our new I'm dead variable. So let's go to our white emission, where that takes place. Flash white. Oh, flash. That's a good one. Where's flash called? On line 54. Let's see where flash is called.
It's here.
Cool. So
we can just do.
Actually, I'm wondering if.
Yeah. You see what I'm seeing?
Let me. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I am seeing what you're seeing. I'm picking up what you're dropping down.
Mm-hmm.
I am
That's
smelling
way simpler.
what you're stepping in.
So I'm gonna take this out because this is unnecessary, or not this out, but
Yeah, it is.
This is unnecessary now.
That's super clean.
I love me some clean code.
Oh, that's kind of scary. It uses lotion. Yeah, let's test it. Let's see if it works.
Okay, that's probably wise. I don't like when I make my code cleaner. I don't like to test it because I'm like, it looks nicer. I don't want to put it back if it's not nicer.
It's fine. We don't need to test it.
Oh,
Yay! You liking it?
yeah.
So what I want to do, we got a couple things we're gonna need to kill. So I realized we can't. You could simply say destroy this and it'll destroy it. The downside of us doing that is that our particle system. Oh, what were you gonna say? I want to hear from you.
Nothing. No.
Oh, okay. Our particle system, our explosion, would still
go
always
away.
exist. No, it'll always exist. So we made a copy of it, and it'll always be there. If we created it and then made...
because the script goes away before the particle system goes away, so then there's no script to kill the particle system.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
If we made the explosion the child of this turret, it's really, with one simple line of code, that function that says set parent, and we set it to itself. When it dies, it'll take the explosion with it. The downside of that is that it'll mid explosion just go away, not do the full plume. So we want our full plume, and so we're gonna have to kill to destroy the mesh collider and destroy the mesh renderer. See, if you uncheck it right now, so mesh collider, yeah, there you go, and that one, so it'll go away, and we're gonna have to do the same thing for the turret up above.
Okay.
And that'll make it look like it doesn't exist anymore, but it still is there.
Okay. Got it.
And the mesh collider is only important if our little tank is coming in. The moment it blows away,
trench.
Yeah,
you should be able to shoot past it.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's.
Okay.
We need to get these components and then kill them.
Okay.
Cool. So we can do it in the code. We actually won't need. I think it'd be better to do it in the code. What I mean is that we're just going to call it one time where it's going to look at its own self and just grab the objects as opposed to us dragging and dropping them in.
Okay.
I don't know. Less stuff in the inspector.
Yeah.
So if we go down to the bottom, this is going to be in our function. All right. After we've called. Yeah. So we've called our explosion and we're telling it to die. That's okay. Yeah. So we're going to keep going here. And let's get let's see if I have this. Yeah, I do.
How are we going to, because we're going to be using this as a prefab, right? So because we're going to have multiple turrets and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
How does it know which turret to kill?
That's a cool question. This script isn't static, and static as far as what C# considers static. So there's going to be many of these scripts. Every time we create a new turret prefab, it's going to have its own script
that only refers internally.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a master script, but yeah, we will have I call it, in my games, I call it spawn manager, where it's responsible for finding a location between 0 and whatever our width is, and it's responsible for spawning. But yeah, for each one that's spawned, they're going to have their own script. So first thing we'll do is we'll say capital M mesh renderer, and we'll say my renderer, or my rend, equals game object with lowercase g dot capital G get component and then you got your less than symbol. And
Oh,
then,
this is this again.
yeah, you get used to it. Capital M mesh renderer, and then close it up. I don't know which way you're seeing it. I should probably do this hand. And then we also need to open and close parentheses right after it too. There you go. Perfect.
Cool. That is.
We're gonna do it again, but let's do it with. So you can copy this code. So you can copy this one line, paste it again. Rather than my render, let's do like TR rend. So the idea is like turret renderer. And do we have our turret? Did we get it? Can you go up to the tippy top? I think we have it.
Oops. I don't know that we do yet.
We do. There it is. It's line 10.
Oh, we do.
So let's do that.
Turret.
Instead of game object, we'll say turret.getComponent. Beautiful.
And that's still just referring to itself, even though we're not referring within the game object.
Yeah, the turret on its own head.
Okay.
Yep. And then we're going to let's get a box collider. So we're gonna do capital B box collider. And then we'll say, I don't know, let's call it my box collide, my cardboard. Perfect. Equals game object dot get component box collider. The thing in those brackets will always be the thing that we're applying it to, the same class type. Great.
Okay.
So now we have them. So let's destroy them. 3 destroy lines and kill them.
Just that's it.
Yeah.
Easy enough. Okay.
Great. And now let's call kill timer, but do it on itself. If you wanted to. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, like game object?
This dot. Yeah, I think this. You type in this. Yeah. I should do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good. Yeah, that's everything I got.
That makes sense.
No errors. That's good.
Ooh.
Something's up. You see those bullets are going away, right? Oh, it took a little while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it
Oh.
waited until the kill time.
You know why it is? Okay, so we took out the box collider, which we'll need to take out. But we also have, if you go in the script, we have a raycast box. We're creating a box that goes around it. Let's kill that thing too. Let's find it. So I don't know where it is, but we will find it.
Is that the layer mask?
No, layer
No,
mask.
that's the bullet.
Yeah, layer mask is the drop down we choose.
Collider. Hit colliders.
You know what?
Is that
Let's do
overlap
this.
box?
Let's wrap that got hit function in the I'm dead, so where it will never return true. So let's find out where got hit is called.
Oh, that's in the
There it is.
Oh, so we should just
Yeah.
just reverse these.
Yep, you got it. Just take the I'm dead and put it up one higher. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That works great. Got hit is a function though, I think. So we'd want to
Picky.
Yeah, pedantic, if you will. Yeah, I think that's it. So now it should allow us to have bullets go through it. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, that's weird.
They're getting stuck on, and now it's clear.
What?
So here's what we'll do. Shoot at it a couple times. Do you see where that pause button is up in the top, just to the right of the play? So we want to, once it explodes, hit the pause button, and then we'll see what still exists. There you go. Perfect. Now let's click on turret tower.
Mesh collider still exists.
Okay. Oh, that's the problem. It's not a box collider. It's a mesh collider. And it's looking for the box collider and doesn't have one. So we'll just change the... Yeah, you got it. And we need to do that for... Yeah.
Well, it's not really cardboard anymore.
Card mesh?
It's more like a... Is that how you spell that?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Well, that's a little weird. I'm not going to remember that.
It doesn't matter. It's all within.
Eh,
You know, we
that's
don't
so
even need to. If you wanted, you could say. Well, actually, let's do it. It'd just be fun, just for the sake of this. Highlight from game object, lowercase g game object. Highlight that and all the way to the end and cut it out, but without the semicolon. So Control X. There you go. Remove the word my mesh inside of destroy. So now we're going to go on line 108. Yeah, now paste it in there. Delete, remove that semicolon at the very end. Your cursor's on it. Sorry, not the very end, but inside of the arguments, there should be no semicolon there. There you go. Delete line 103.
Oh.
That's the exact same thing.
Why can't we do that with these?
It depends on how you want your code. We totally can. And that's why I'm showing you this, is you've got two different methods to do it. Whatever's more legible for you. But that is all it's doing. We don't need the variables.
Well, yeah, if we're just... I mean, the whole point of a variable, right, is to use it multiple times as the same value or modifying a value. So it doesn't really make sense in this case.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I like this more.
Cool.
Maybe longer. Well, it's not even longer lines.
It's not.
Right.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Actually, it's shorter lines. Well,
yeah.
Whatever. Cool.
That seems fine. Okay. Let's see if it works.
Oh, it's going to error out at us. So you want to undo play. Actually, it didn't. I'm surprised. Undo play, redo play. Yeah.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. Look at that. Nothing's left in the scene or whatever it's called. The hierarchy.
My goodness. Look at what we
Doing
did.
good.
You feeling good? You're looking good.
Aw.
Yeah.
I know that's a lie. But thank you.
I mean, that you did Venmo me that money to say that.
I did. I'm coming out,
Okay.
to be honest, here
I respect
right
it.
now. Okay?
Is now the place, though, Luke? Is now the time?
To tell people that I paid you money to say that? Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next time. What are we doing next time? What are we doing next time?
Is shoot back.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So, in order to do that, we're going to have the turret follow and point towards the player each time.
So maybe that first and then
Yeah.
it shoot back.
Cool. Let's do it.
Cool.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.